Happy Sunday, gang. Content diversification is hard. Like, I mean, it's right there in the title. It's hard. It's hard work. And yes, I know all kinds of streaming and content creations, gurus and advice people will tell you to diversify your content. And you absolutely should. But nobody tells you that it's hard. What works for Twitch may not work for YouTube. What works for YouTube doesn't work for TikTok or Instagram or X, wherever you do your social media content. Each platform is different. And as a small creator, they tell you if you want to grow on Twitch, you need to diversify your content and drive people to come to your Twitch. And they'll give you diagrams of funnels or pie charts or all these different things. And they'll tell you all the reasons why you should do a thing. They don't tell you it's hard, because it is. I've been making content seriously now for almost 5 years. I dabbled with Twitch and podcasting for like as much as like 8-10 years ago, but you know, it's only since the pandemic that I really dived into it, and I've learned a lot, and I've noticed a lot of things. And I had two ideas for this Sunday vlog. And mainly it was, about content diversification being hard, but also about the slide of Twitch numbers and the Twitch ecosystem and the way Twitch is changing from my perspective. Not generally, I'm not going to give you a bunch of dynamics and numbers, but things I've noticed and observed. And they kind of relate to each other because, everybody tells you to diversify your content to drive viewers to Twitch. Well, people aren't coming to Twitch. People are leaving Twitch. So I wonder on the value of pushing people to other platforms. Sure, I would love everybody to come to my YouTube channel and watch my Let's Play episodes, watch these vlogs, check out the reviews and previews and all the other content that I have planned or have done over the years. Reality? Not that many people are going to jump from TikTok to YouTube unless TikTok closes. TikTok isn't going anywhere, despite what the American regime says. I highly doubt that TikTok is going anywhere. I could tell people on YouTube that yes, I'm on TikTok as well. My TikTok content is generally different than most of my YouTube content, other than gaming clips. I share those everywhere. But content diversification as a concept is great. In practice, it's hard work because what you're doing live on Twitch or even live on YouTube is you're interacting live with chat, and that's a great experience for your community and for viewers to get interaction with you as you're chatting. But if you're recording a Let's Play episode and you're just doing the commentary as you play the game with no chat interaction, that's not really going to work on Twitch because people want to be interacted with. If you're ignoring chat, chatters are going to leave. If you're trying to... You can't do a whole Let's Play episode on TikTok. I mean, I suppose you could if it was under 30 minutes now. But is there really an audience for that on TikTok? Which is generally, 15 seconds or less. So you have to look at, well, sure, you have great moments and great clips from your stream. Trim them down to fit the format that works best on TikTok. Trim them down to the format that works best on Shorts and Reels. They're all kind of within the same time frame, like 15 to 20 seconds, I guess, generally. Some people will watch things that are, 30 seconds or even a minute if it's interesting. But there's some variance there, and what might take off on Shorts won't take off on TikTok. What might take off on TikTok won't take off anywhere else. So that's a lot of extra work you're putting on yourself. There's value in it for a couple of things. I've noticed, like, I learn more about, I'm learning more about editing and stuff. I don't usually do a lot of editing for most of my videos, but, I'm picking up the skills when I try. Because I prefer this is me. This is how I do things. It's the same way I do my streams. I do my Let's Play videos. The only time there's a pause in my, or some kind of quick jump in my Let's Play episodes, is because I pause me doing what I'm doing so I can like put the dog out, or I need to do something for my kids, and I just pause and pick up where I left off. It's not actually me trimming stuff out. It's just I pause the recording, I go do the thing and come back. Because it's just how I do things. So looking at the highly stylized, edited content on a lot of these short platforms, I find that challenging because I don't want to do all those flashy edits and those quick highlight streams. Nothing against people who do them. People who do them make amazing content. It's hard work. And I work full time. I'm a parent. I'm a responsible adult with, a house I have to help take care of. And then I've got streaming and I've got video creation. I don't have time to do fancy edits for TikTok and shorts and reels. I don't have time to trim down a highlight video to drop it to make my YouTube channel look pretty on other platforms. I share my links. I do a lot of stuff on Blue Sky, but that's more of my political side of, my political activism side of my personality, which doesn't relate to any of my gaming content. So, trying to do 5 or 6 different platforms at the same time, there's value in it, but it's hard. And anybody who tells you otherwise is either insanely gifted or lying to you. And yeah, you can scattergun your shorts everywhere. You can scattergun your clips all over the place, and that's diversification. But it may not have the effect you're looking for. So there are times when I'm like, why am I bothering? Because it's easy? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Am I seeing value from it? Not really. So it's a lot of the content creation landscape is changing, and where people consume content is shifting around. There's always going to be people who love live content, but maybe Twitch isn't the place anymore. YouTube has a long way to go. The other live platforms like Trovo, Kick, all the other ones, they're either not growing or they're growing, but they're sketchy. So as a creator, I'm struggling to decide where I want to focus my energy, because I have to look at my time limits and see where I can have the most effect for the kind of content I want to make. That looks more like YouTube, but I love Twitch, so I stream on Twitch. I could multi-stream on both, but maybe when I get a new system and I can handle all the demands of streaming multiple places, maybe. But I keep coming back to I want to make sure I give my YouTube audience all the care and attention they deserve, and I can give my Twitch audience all the care and attention they deserve. And as a Canadian creator, there's not much point in streaming on TikTok, unless I find some reason, but I don't. If I could get people to go over to YouTube and Twitch from TikTok, maybe, but the conversion rate is, for every 100 people that I've met on TikTok, one has maybe come over to the other places. So I gotta focus my energy where it can be most effective. This one turned out to be longer than the usual ones, but like I said, it was 2 ideas meshed together, so I kind of smushed them into one video. Diversification is hard. Content creation is a lot of work. And I gotta put my energy where it feels the most valuable for me. And so dropping some platforms from my diversified path is probably what I need to do. And I need to strongly consider how much focus I want to put on Twitch compared to YouTube. If you have thoughts about any of this, put them in the comments. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what you think. Where do you watch streams? You watch them on YouTube? You watch them on Twitch? I've posed this question many times because it's true. The landscape is changing. viewers are leaving Twitch and going elsewhere. People love watching more passive content or even watching VODs from streams on YouTube. So maybe YouTube is the place to focus on. And don't mind the pterodactyl noises, my kids are playing Raft. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do the things. Give me your feedback. Tell me your thoughts. Do you find diversification easy for your content? Or is it hard? Just let me know what you think. All right, bye!